Well, hello there everybody. Yes, the Nurburgring is back in Formula 1 this weekend. Here's Anthony Davison with a lap of the circuit.
A lap of the Nurburgring is a difficult one to master. The start-finish straight comes up at you after the final corner at turn 16. It's important to maximise your speed onto there and get on that curves as well. You get a fresh allocation, don't forget, as you cross the line. Now, down into turn 1, the track plummets away from you. Aim for the cone on the right-hand side and use a bit of the extra tarmac as well on the left-hand side. The car normally understeers quite severely through turn 2 before it goes back down the hill, and it's hard to slow the car down as you're turning constantly into turn 3. Flick the car to the right now and use all of the exit curb and extra tarmac on the left-hand side to maximise your speed onto the straight. Now, in towards turn 6, a fast left-hand corner brings you into turn 7, the forward curve, and you can use a lot of the exit curb here as well to feed you onto that straight before you plummet back downhill towards the Dunlop curve down at turn 8. This one's a heavily cambered corner, which means you can carry more speed than you'd first imagine, and it helps pull the car to the right-hand side and catapults you up the next straight towards this flat-out left-right kink at the Schumacher S curve. The track continues to climb towards turn 11, the 90-degree left-hander, brake just after the 100-metre board, carry a lot of speed into this one. You can use the exit curb and then swing the car over to the right-hand side at turn 12, and again, all of the curb on the exit to maximise the speed on the next straight through the flat-out right-hand kink at turn 13. Get the car to the right-hand side and brake again just after the 100-metre board. Don't be too greedy round this final tricky chicane. It's easy to overdo it and lose speed. Then into the final corner on the track once again, feeds you on to the start-finish straight, use all of the exit curb and that final curves boost, and that's a lap of the Nürburgring.
Thank you, Anthony. Well, as I just said, the Nürburgring is back for this weekend's Grand Prix, the first time since 2013. Yes, that was the time when engines sounded just like this. Oh my god, I think I've just had a nerdgasm. Yes, that was the glorious sound of the V8 engines, which of course was the last time they were run at this Nürburgring circuit in 2013. And thankfully, due to the fact that I run original hardware, this is one of the few tracks in 2020 that I can actually show you as they make their return to Formula 1. Basically, just for 2020, I don't think any of these circuits will make any sort of return in 2021. It's just purely due to the current crisis that is going on around the world. So, what do we think of the circuit? More importantly than that, who do you think is going to win on Sunday? That's a stupid question, isn't it? Yes, we know who's going to win. It's going to be Lulu. Yes, little Lulu's going to win again. Yes, like he always does. He's so fantastic. He really is. He really is. He's the best driver in the world, bar none. Bar none. Forget your Fangios, forget your Prosts, it's always Lulu. Anyway, let's have a quick race now at the Nürburgring. Oh my goodness, this is depressing. Yes, we had the Mercedes at the front of the grid. Even in 2013, everyone, they're at the front of the grid. It's time for the 5 lights to go out on the 2013 race at the Nürburgring. Yes, I haven't actually played this game since, quite ironically enough, 2013. Yes, 2013. But here we go then. The lights go out. It's away we go. Very, very slippery start because we are in intermediate conditions because we're on the intermediate tyre as we go into the first turn at the Nürburgring circuit. Let's see how we do then. We are driving as Sebastian Vettel as we go. Oh dear, we take... Oh, Lulu! No, get out the way, Lulu! Oh, for cock's sake. Yeah, anyway, let's try that again. Yes, we are, as I said earlier, as Sebastian Vettel. There's a reason for that, because of course Sebastian Vettel is now leaving Ferrari at the end of the 2020 season, and he's going to Aston Martin. How do we feel about this? But more importantly, how do we feel about Sebastian Vettel? Well, my own thoughts on this are pretty clear. If you notice, Charles Leclerc isn't actually spinning that Ferrari. It seems to be all the purview of Sebastian Vettel, which is a little bit worrying, it has to be said. Basically, I think at Sebastian Vettel's age, he is getting on a bit. I just don't think he's quite got that drive that he needs in Formula 1 at the moment. I just don't think it's there. And I don't think at Aston Martin he's going to really be that impressive. I'm pretty sure that he's going to possibly end up spinning the Aston Martin quite a few times. Unfortunately, this could end up being a Damon Hill, a Jordan year that he had in 1999, where he could end up moaning through most of the year and then possibly announcing his retirement at the end of it. I know he's linked to a 3-year deal, but nothing's really set in stone. And if Sebastian Vettel does really badly at Aston Martin, I can't see that they're going to keep him on, to be honest. I just can't see it. It's obvious why they've employed him. They've employed him because of the name, of course, Sebastian Vettel. And Aston Martin are going to need a good name for 2021 to push them forward a little bit more if it's going to be basically a carbon copy of the Mercedes again. But yes, they're going to need that sort of status of a driver, a little bit like Senna was always a driver that had status. If you had a Senna in your team, you knew you were onto a good team. So yeah, they need that for 2021. But is it all going to work out for Sebastian Vettel, or is it all going to go tits up? Well, my personal opinion is, I'm sorry to say, I think it's going to all go tits up. Yes, I think Vettel is going to be pretty much outclassed by his teammate, which I do believe is going to be Lance Stroll. That's going to be a sad sight indeed, but I think that is what is going to happen. And I think everyone expecting that Sebastian is going to resurge forward like he did in the Red Bull, I think are in for quite a shock, because I don't think that is what is going to happen. Anyway, so what are your predictions for the race at the Nurburgring? I have to say, this is a fantastic circuit. I really enjoyed it, even though it's a technical layout, and that's not really circuits that I enjoy. I enjoy, you know, the flat out balls to the wall circuits. I don't like the little technical sections, but I have to say on this circuit it seems to work quite well, especially that section there where you have to go flat out through the left and the right kink. I really do like that part of the circuit, and as you can see, Sebastian Vettel has somehow sneaked into the lead. I have no idea what the AI setting was. I just went straight into this race and run it without even checking into the settings. But anyway, it doesn't matter. Here we go. Sebastian Vettel looks like he's going to win the race at the Nurburgring, which is going to be fantastic. So yeah, it's pretty obvious that Lewis Hamilton will probably end up winning the race. If it isn't going to be Lewis, of course, it'll be Valtteri Bottas. And the Ferraris will probably end up pretty much, what do we say, 8th and 10th for qualifying. 8th and 10th, I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to end up. And yeah, in the race, they'll probably end up 6th and 7th. That's my prediction for Ferrari anyway. What is going to happen with Red Bull? Well, unfortunately, as we've all heard now, Honda are now pulling out of Formula 1 after the 2021 season. So they got one more season after this one and then they're out. Now, this is fundamentally what I've been saying all along about these engines. They are just not viable in terms of cost in Formula 1 anymore. It was a good idea in 2014 when they brought them in, although I've never been a fan of the hybrid engines, and I've made no secret of the fact that I'm not a fan of the hybrid engine. And it just costs too much to make these engines, and the people who make these engines make absolutely zero money from them. And so eventually, of course, decisions had to be made, and that is why the plug has been pulled on the Honda engine. So that leaves Red Bull with only really one choice, and that is Renault, because as has been reported, Renault have to supply Red Bull with an engine if they can't get one from anywhere else. Oh my god, I can just imagine Christian Horner now picking up his phone and hitting the unblock key to Cyril. Hi Cyril, how you doing? So yes, it's not going to be a good few years, unfortunately, in the next few years for Red Bull. And they could end up being midfielders again by about the 2022 season if this Renault engine hasn't really got the pace that the current Honda has. Of course, the Honda has got really good pace. It's really developed well, and it's really a shame that they've decided to pull the plug when they were just getting the hang of this engine. Anyway, before we go, let's have a look and see whether anyone is playing F1 2013 in 2020. Let's go. Oh, yes, we've gone to a quick race, and there's no one here. No. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Let's go to a custom race then, which is usually how we work on 2013 in 2020. Let's see if we've got any. I'm so excited. Come on, let's go to a custom. Where's custom? Where's the custom race? Oh, no. Oh, there it is. There it is. Custom race. Here we go. And... oh. Well, it appears that no one is playing F1 2013 at about 5 minutes to midnight on a Wednesday night in the UK. That's very, very sad indeed. Anyway, thanks so much for watching, everyone. You've been awesome as always. And as always, there will, of course, be more later.